45. Let's see what way I stop. Back to them. I'm with the packs on my backs to them. Yep, the queen's back. What's happening? Rerun, but they made these bitches mad again.
Maybe I shouldn't go down. Maybe I could be yours. There I go again. My love is so intense.
Hey guys, it's Shamasha here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video, and if you're a returning subscriber, babe, you know the drill. I love you, sending you love from my heart, my precious heart, to yours. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. But moving on, guys, something has happened in the fashion industry right now where nobody told me nothing. Nobody told me nothing. I had to find it for myself. No, I'm joking. I was on social media doing a little snooping as I do, scrolling through the TikTok as I do, and guys, I found out that the one and only PLT is going through a rebrand. Wow! You know I'm the original yapper, so let's talk about it. If you don't know PLT, don't worry, I'm here to tell you. PLT, also known as PrettyLittleThing, is a UK-based fast fashion brand that was founded in 2012. You may know PLT for its trendy, affordable clothing that targets young women, and you also may have seen your favorite influencers wearing their pieces and also becoming brand ambassadors, such as Molly May and India, who I think even now Molly May has become don't butcher me because I don't know her specific role, but I definitely know that she plays more of like a creative role in PLT. But guys, the PLT that we once knew is gone. It is gone. They shut it down the drain and they've brought up something new. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the rebrand and the aesthetic of PLT. But I feel like you can't talk about that without talking about what the brand actually used to look like. PLT was known for its bright print colours, the big unicorn that used to stand out within the industry. If you were buying PLT, you knew you could get that quick clothing, cheap, affordable, and ready to go. But if you look at what the branding is now, they've changed it to this nice, sleek logo, which is like the P and the L and the T intertwined with each other. It looks cute. I'm not even gonna lie, it looks cute. I'm gonna put the new logo up here or up here, wherever you see it. I'll put both so you can kind of give that little contrast. And they've kind of given it this like red, kind of like my glasses. Okay, PLT, I see you trying to copy me. But they've kind of given it like this red, can I say maroon? I don't know, I'm not that great at my colors, but this red kind of maroon, deep color that kind of gives this sophisticated and elegant vibe. Sorry to say this, but I feel like PLT has now like developed a frontal lobe. Like they've hit 25, they've developed the frontal lobe, and they said, you know what, it's time to switch it up. We need something new, we need something different. We need to show them that we're grown and sexy. They went from playful teen to grown and sexy. But what are you guys thinking about the logo? Like, personally, I do like it. I do like something that is clean, that is sleek, that is elegant. However, from what PLT used to be and for what they used to provide, I'm not really sure how the logo is adding up. But we're gonna get into that a bit further into the video. So let's talk about the strategic objectives behind PLT's rebrand. I definitely feel like PLT are trying to move towards something that they call quiet luxury. It's not going to be underneath like the standard luxury for brands like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dior, but they're definitely really trying to move away from that fast fashion name that they've given themselves, and for the fast fashion culture as well. I definitely feel as though PLT are really trying to target a mature audience. As I said before, all of their clothing, their branding, it seemed like they were more targeting a younger audience before. And I feel like now PLT has, as I said, have developed that frontal lobe, and they're trying to say like, this fast fashion, this young life ain't for me. Let's create something where we're creating longer lasting pieces, we're creating something more elegant, more sexy, more mature. They're in their 25 and above era. But are the products really actually representing the rebrand? I definitely feel like PLT, being known for having quick, fast and cheap clothing, were them as a brand. But to now move to clothing wear, guys, I've looked at their new website and I'm seeing prices for like £40, £50. don't even know if I saw a 60 there. I'll probably check. If you saw a 60 there, drop it in the comments below. But I'm used to going to PLT if you need something that's quick, a little quick £10 dress, a little quick £20 two-piece. You know what you're going to PLT for. A quick little outfit, next day delivery, you know you got your thing done and dusted. You didn't have to break the bank. But now, PLT's shift from fast fashion to quite luxury is really, you can really see the difference in the pricing. And one thing about me, if I'm paying more for something, baby, you best know that quality matches. It needs to match, or else I'm not paying for it. I'm someone who, if the quality ain't matching, guys, I'm sending it right back. And even prior to PLT, when they were doing the fast fashion, anytime that I would order from there, it would always be a hit or miss for me. Like when I would buy something, let's say I'll buy like a little £10 dress, when it would come, I'd have to like mentally prepare myself for either it to be really, really good or really, really bad. Sometimes you get in between, but I don't like in between. Just give me bad or good. Bad, I know I can send it back. Good, I know I can wear it. And a lot of the times when I would order from PLT, it would always be a struggle for me not knowing whether I'm going to get a good product or a bad product. And I'm now trying to think, with this rebrand, are the quality of PLT's clothing going to go up? Is the quality going to be better? Am I not going to have that worriness sense behind me when I'm ordering an item from there, especially if I'm spending £40–50? Baby, with that money, especially in this cost of living crisis, what you're dropping to me needs to be quality. It needs to be thick. If I'm ordering a dress, it can't be flimsy. It needs to be thick. It needs to fit me right, and it needs to fit me tight. Okay? Yeah. As PLT is also a well-known brand that is literally a global brand where everyone over the world buys from PLT, I've been having a look at what some of the consumers think about this product. Me as a consumer myself, I don't really buy PLT as much anymore for the reasons that I was mentioning before. With the up and down, there's not really much consistency with PLT. Well, the previous PLT, when buying clothing, is always that hit or miss, and I've been really seeing people have some issue with this pricing. As we've said before, and as we know, we like cheap and cheerful, especially for a brand that is fast fashion and known for being fast fashion. And PLT has held themselves high in the pedestal of fast fashion brands that produce cheap clothing. We've seen moments where PLT have had literally sales where they're doing 90% off, where you can literally get dresses for 8p. So then for you to continuously now move to this high luxury brand where you're kind of producing quality clothing. I haven't actually been in a position yet to try PLT's new clothing for their rebrand, but PLT, if you want to send me some clothes to try, I will. But at some point I'm looking to do a try and haul anyways, in regards to some pieces that I get from PLT, because I really want to test this new brand out. I really want to see if the clothing is worth the money. Because we are in a cost of living crisis. A lot of us who are PLT is our home, we're used to going to PLT. It's something that we know what we're going to get when we order from there. I've seen a lot of people are definitely not as happy with the pricing as I am, which I completely understand. When you know a brand from being, let's say when you know a brand for being home and then you go out into the street, it's like when you go out into the streets, you just don't know what you're going to get. We're going out into the streets new, drop the prices, baby, but at the end of it, we can't hold them to it. If you're trying to do a rebrand, you got to do it right. And if you want your rebrand to match your pricing, then you got to do what you got to do. You got to leave PLT to do their thing, and we just kind of got to be there to either support or just find, if you're someone that's still looking for fast fashion, definitely just find another brand. Obviously, we have Shein there as well, but at the same time, we can't scrutinize the company for wanting to kind of level up. I'm someone who's all for rebrand, but I also have some concerns. I have the same concerns as a lot of you, because PLT have been known for selling clothing that is, I think, at least maybe like 7% polyester. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I've actually seen, you guys doing some scrolling through TikTok, I've actually seen some people really point out the fact that a lot of these prices are in the 40s, the 50s. You know, there's some that's also in the 20s, the 30s, but I'm talking about the ones that are in the 40s and the 50s, that the clothing items are still saying a high percentage of polyester. PLT, as I said, and I feel like as I'll continue to say throughout the video, and I feel like as a lot of people will say, because the big shock factor for us with this rebrand has been the pricing. Please make the quality of the clothing match the pricing. You can't still be selling polyester and just raising up the prices. Like, one thing I love is quality over quantity. Did you hear that? Quality over quantity. I need me a piece that's gonna last me a very long time. Obviously, when we were shopping at PLT before, it wasn't for a long time, it was for a good time. You know, night out or wherever you're going, quick outfit, boom boom bam, next day delivery, you got it. I remember when I ordered like a white top from PLT, baby, after 2 washes, guys. How is white washing out? How is white washing out? And I think that top was like £18, like a long sleeve ribbed crop top. I wore that once, washed it twice. Second time I washed it, it had to become home clothes. So I'm really hoping that as we get a change with PLT and this rebrand, that as time goes on, they are able to change the actual material that they're using to create these clothes, because there's nothing wrong with having a rebrand and also charging more as a brand. If you want to refresh, if you want to grow up, do what you need to do, but make sure that the product is matching. There has also been a lot of critique about PLT sustainability and ethics, and about them moving from a luxury brand and not really addressing all of these issues and concerns about their environmental impacts and their labor. I don't know if anyone has seen, but the other day I saw a video about how fast fashion is affecting other countries. In this video, a lot of clothing from a lot of fast fashion brands were washing up on beaches in Ghana. One thing about me, I just truly don't understand how all these big corporations don't have a better way at making things sustainable. I get when they do their little recycling and all this upcycling stuff, cool, fair enough. But you guys are bringing in bank through this fast fashion. Like, people are buying stuff frequently. How are you not on top of where your clothing is going after it's being disposed? How you've got clothing washing up on beaches in Ghana, and the people within that country have to be the one responsible for clearing that up. I really, like, it really grinds my gears as to why all these big corporations can't use the money to invest in more sustainable ways of disposing of clothes. And I've seen so many of those brands in the videos when they were picking up the pieces of clothing, looking at the tags. I was seeing so many of these big brands, and PLT being one of them, where the clothes have been washed up. So a lot of people are critiquing PLT on how you can move from a luxury brand, but you're not even addressing the issues with sustainability that you had when you were your prior brand. Just because you've changed up your logo, you've changed up your pricing, you've changed up your products, doesn't mean that the past gets wiped away. You're still that brand from when you were founded in 2012 up until who you are in 2025. And I feel like it's going to be hard for a lot of people to really take on this new luxury brand without some of these issues being addressed. Even with the labor, I still even don't understand as well how all of these brands have over 1,000 items on their website. Who is making this stuff? Let's talk about it. Who is actually making these stuff, and how much are you paying these people that are in your factories making these pieces of clothing continuously? Do you know how much labor that is for a site to even have 1,000 pieces of items? Even when I'm on Shein, guys, and I'm on PLT, I'm scrolling. If I needed a fit, it takes me like 3 or 4 days to find a proper fit, because I'm scrolling, and sometimes I pause to myself, I'm like, how are you guys even producing all of these things so quickly? You're producing so much quantity of it. We can already see that the quality ain't that great, but you're producing so much quantity of it. I pray that the people that are producing these clothing are getting paid well. And the harsh reality is that's not the truth for a lot of businesses. Do you know what I mean? A lot of businesses are getting cheap labor, getting these people, especially in the fast fashion industry, getting cheap labor, sourcing it out to people in poorer countries, getting them to do all the work and paying them a little bit amount of money. And we're just kind of feeding this, and I'm a victim of this too, feeding all of this, all of our money into this billion-dollar industry, and nothing is going back to the people that are actually doing the work and creating these products and are consistently on go to move fast with fast fashion. So I really hope this is something that later down the line, or even now, PLT start to address, especially moving into a luxury brand. How are you changing in regards to your ethics and your sustainability? We need to know. I want to know. The girlies want to know, especially if I'm spending money. Since PLT are choosing to move away from fast fashion, which I feel like is going to be really, really difficult, just because that is what the brand is known for. When you know, when you hear PLT, you hear fast fashion. They both come in together with each other. You don't hear fast fashion without hearing PLT, and you don't hear PLT without hearing fast fashion. So really seeing this shift on how they move into this quite luxury market position, I'm really looking forward to see how they position themselves amongst competitors like Opoly, Mercy, because I feel like that is a category that they're trying to move into anyways. And I feel like Opoly, me personally, I really do like Opoly. This is from Opoly if you want to know. Opoly really produce really quality clothing. Yes, they're a bit on the pricey side, but whenever I order from Opoly, I don't necessarily have to worry about the quality of my clothing. I know that it's going to be, let's say I order a dress, I know it's not going to come flimsy. I know it's going to be really thick. I can feel the difference in the quality, especially compared to something that I would buy from PLT. So with these brands that are actually creating good quality clothing, how are PLT going to fall within the market against them? I would really, 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 really like to know and see how they do this, because although I think Opoly could be considered as fast fashion, but it is a bit more on the luxury side. Opoly, you can get a dress on there for maybe like even £80. I think they even had a dress on there the other day for £100, but you can also get some stuff for 40, 50. I think I've only ever ordered one thing from Opoly where I just didn't really like the quality of it, and it was on sale, so I give them that, which is fair enough. But seeing how PLT will be able to position themselves, are they going to try and rank higher? Are they just going to try and rank in the middle? Or right now, are they kind of just focusing on bursting in the industry as now becoming this new kind of quiet luxury brand? PLT, you've got the girlies on their toes, because how can you just man, when I went to go check their Instagram, guys, they literally deleted everything. They said digital footprint deleted, get rid of that. Who is that? PLT who? Renew. We're someone new now. And they really just started with this new, they just like created a new fresh start for themselves. And for someone who works in marketing, I'm really looking forward as well to see how they market this. They've marketed the relaunch quite nicely, I would say. Quite simple, quite cutesy. You can tell that they're trying to go for this elegant vibe in regards to the relaunch as well and the rebrand. But let me grab something that I read from their pages just to read to you guys. Ooh. So this is what PLT this is what PLT have put on their Instagram page. They said, a legacy in progress. Okay. Allow us to reintroduce you to PrettyLittleThing, the generation, defining style source for every kind of it girl. Okay, so they're trying to go with that it girl kind of vibe. It girls need quality clothing. Anyways, let me continue. With the belief that elevated fashion essentials should be available to all. Okay, I do like that. I like that they're trying to be accessible to everyone, but I feel like, let me continue. From classic and timeless to the contemporary and cutting edge designed with you in mind. With me? Okay, send me some stuff. No, I'm joking. Our icon, the unicorn. Because we cater to the individual, no two people or wardrobes should ever be the same. This is the next era of PLT. We're excited to have you here with us. What do you guys think? So you can definitely see that they're trying to move towards catering to everyone, trying to go for this it girl kind of vibe, which I get because that is kind of the trend right now, trying to be the it girl. But guys, do you think everyone can be an it girl? I think everyone can be an it girl. Everyone can be an it girl in their own way. So let's say they said something else. Claiming authority and credibility, elevating our fashion point of view. If we're a style source, it means committing to being on the cutting edge of the trend. It means committing to curating, editorializing, playing in culture, and being every it girl secret. A little, if you know, you know. Okay. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I definitely feel like with this it girl vibe, they're definitely gonna come and use some influencers to definitely boost up this rebrand. So I want to see what influencers they use and how they use that to kind of elevate their brand, because PLT I just thought of something in my head, but you know how the girlies go on Love Island and everyone's like, yep, when she comes out she's gonna get that PLT she's gonna get that PLT brand deal. So I really want to see what influencers they're going to be using to elevate this rebrand, and how that looks for them. Overall, I definitely think PLT's rebrand is something that everyone is going to be keeping an eye on. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on it because I do want to try their products. I definitely want to see if the rebrand is what they say it is, and I really want to see how they elevate within the industry with this rebrand. I want to see if it's worth it for them, if they continue to make the same money, if they continue to have the loyal customers that they had prior when it was just the pink little unicorn. And now that they're coming into this kind of elegant, classy, sexy kind of vibe, I really want to see if they can keep up with the styling, the trends, without stealing someone else's work. Okay, because there's a lot of designers out here that are creating really great pieces, really beautiful pieces, and a lot of fast fashion brands are stealing this. So to PLT, if you're becoming a luxury brand now, I hope you're creating your own pieces and you're not stealing, you're not copying. I don't want to dupe. You're a luxury brand now, so luxury should come with your own sense of style. But guys, that is all that I have to say for today. Thank you for joining me on this yap, and let me know what you think of PLT. Do you like the rebrand? How do you feel about it? Are you still going to be shopping at PLT? If you've bought anything from PLT, let me know how it's fitting. Let me know what it's looking like in the comments down below. And yeah guys, tell me all of your opinions. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it. What's the thing with extra, read all about it. PLT's rebrand. So yeah guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for having a chit chat with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.